going to be a hot summer in New York City. I love it. Edgar Berlanga versus Daniel Jacobs. Puerto Rican Day Parade. They out here going face to face in Madison Square Garden right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Edgar Berlanga, Brooklyn. Daniel Jacobs, Brooklyn. The phenom in the 168-pound division, Edgar Berlanga, and the former middleweight champion, Daniel Jacobs. They go head-to-head, pause. Puerto Rican Day Parade. And I would like to see co-main event, Subriel Matias. I think it's time for him to feel the energy of the Puerto Rican fan base out here in New York City. I never seen him in the flow out here in New York City, downtown Fifth Ave. But ladies and gentlemen, I would like to see Subriel Matias in this call. Look, outside of Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion, the most decorated champion in the sport of boxing, men or female, Edgar Berlanga brings the Puerto Rican crowd out. He brings them out. Bring him out, bring him out, bring him out. And you already know in the summer, hey, yo, I'm going to tell you like this. The Puerto Rican fan base is the most loyal fan base of any other nationality and stuff like that. Outside of the Mexican fan base out there in the West Coast, the Puerto Rican fan base is one of the most loyal fan base of all of boxing. Forget about just America. We're talking about UK, Irish, Puerto Rico, and Mexico. They are the most loyal fan base in the sport of boxing, and I believe this is a great opportunity for Edgar Berlanga to gauge where he's really at. You already know Daniel Jacobs. He did fight Canelo Alvarez. Edgar Berlanga was in line as a potential opponent for Canelo Alvarez. Of course, Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed at 168, the 4th Division World Champion, super middleweight undisputed, King Nello, aka Cartelo, aka Cash Nello, aka Payday, aka Get the F out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez is going to be facing Jaime Munguia, Cinco de Mayo, Edgar Berlanga, Puerto Rican Day Parade, Daniel Jacobs. I like it. It's not a championship fight, but it's a good fight. It's a fight that keeps boxing going. It's a fight that keeps boxing rolling. It's a fight that captivates the imagination and the emotion of the boxing fans. And if it doesn't captivate the imagination of every fan base, it does captivate the imaginations of the Puerto Rican fan base. I think this is a perfect fight, especially if it happens in Brooklyn, New York. 2 Brooklyn native fighters. I love it. I love it. Some people may say, like, Punch, I want to see Subriel Matias in his own main event. I think if he's not going to be fighting a name, I think that this is just as good as him fighting a main event, Paru and Subriel Matias. It's not going to sell really good. I don't think so. I think you need to put him in New York first, or maybe if he goes out there in Puerto Rico and stuff like that. But you already know Puerto Rico got a little bit of bad taste because Amanda Serrano did not perform out there because of an eye injury and stuff like that. You got to put a lot of money out there in Puerto Rico and convince all those fans to come right back into a big event. I think the Puerto Rican fan base again will come out. Like I just said, you already know summer's gonna be hot, caliente. Si te quieres divertir, tere, tere, te, te, con el canto y con primón, ey, tere, tere, solo quiere que viví. Un verano Nueva York. El Gran Campo. Shout out to the Boricua. Shout out Puerto Rico, Bayamón, Aguadilla, Carolina, San Juan. I love it. They're all going to be in the building. New Yorkers, Philly Ricans, everybody. Also, maybe, I like this call. Put it this way. You have Daniel Jacobs versus Edgar Berlanga. You have Subriel Matias, and you add a Gay Rosado in the mix. Woo! I like it. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about that fight. I think it's a perfect fight for Edgar Berlanga. It's a perfect fight, do or die fight for Daniel Jacobs. Y'all already know, man. This is Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next. Woo!